When I first got them, I was like not as excited. Hey everybody, welcome back to my world where no matter how old you get, you never need to grow up. And today I'm going with a little bit of a Halloween theme. Not sure how long the headband is going to last because it's already squeezing the life out of my head. And I've got one of my Halloween dresses. I have like 3 Halloween dresses that I get on Amazon. I can put a link down below to be an affiliate link. They're very stretchy, they're very comfortable. You wear them with leggings and like they're so awesome. They're so awesome. So today, as you can tell from thumbnail and the title, I am finally the proud owner of the Monster High 2021 Collector's Edition Beetlejuice dolls. Now, these dolls, they went on sale and sold out like that. And then this is the Monster High Skullectors series, which is part of Mattel Creations now. They sold out, and I got it I got it the day it went up for sale, and then people started getting their dolls, and people have been continuing to get their dolls. When did they go on sale? It feels like forever ago, but it was probably just September. And then, I was like, am I ever going to get my dolls? And then I would keep checking, and it just said pending. So I was so excited when one day a delivery came over the weekend for Beetlejuice. Yes, I said his name 3 times. And then when you open it up, dun, 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 there they are. So it's a whole visual experience here with the inside of the box and the dolls. Similar to what they did with Pennywise and the Grady twins from last year. For me, I do not have a lot of shelf space. And so I would have to leave it closed. And I don't want to leave it closed. And I want to showcase the dolls. So I could just cut the panels off, but I don't know what I want to do that. But what I really want to do is I really want to take the dolls out of the box and have us all take a closer look at the dolls, because I think that ultimately I will be displaying them out of the box. So I'm going to take them out of the box and I'll be right back. Okay, they are out of the box and my headband is gone. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Headbands. Ouchie. Okay, so a lot was made about the hair on the dolls. And, because we were like, oh, it's a collector doll and this and that. But the first thing I would like to comment on is I think that this is actually a pretty amazing interpretation of Beetlejuice's hair, because his hair is disgusting and weird. So the fact that this hair is all kinds of jacked and jagged, and it's not really styled necessarily, other than just being a frizzy green, crimped, chopped on one side, longer on the other side mess. I think that's genius. I love this hat. This hat is everything. And this is Monica's face. And I dislike Monica because she tried to replace Julia. But I do think that this mold works really, really well with this makeup and with the look. And of course, you gotta love the little sand snake earrings. Look, we've even got a beauty mark. Look at that makeup, though. I mean, if you were going to cosplay Beetlejuice and want to have a feminine vibe, I mean, this is just, it's show. Whoops! Hello. Knocked you over. It's it's showtime, baby. Look at this. She won't stand up on her stand properly. I mean, it's so Beetlejuice. It is so totally Beetlejuice. You look at this doll and you know immediately what it is. I think last year, with the Grady twins, with the Pennywise doll, it was you saw the Pennywise doll and you knew what it was. The Grady twins, if you separated them from each other, I don't think you would know what they are. And even if you just put them together on a shelf without the context of their box, I don't know that people would immediately be like, oh, that's the girls from The Shining. You put this on a shelf and somebody walks into your house and goes, is that a Beetlejuice doll? I mean, they're totally going to get it. So I think that that's a really, really cool thing about the way this was done. I mean, there's nothing, but it's also just such a fun interpretation. Okay, yeah, ratty coat, but then let's let's elevate that ratty coat. Let's put some of these lace accents and some of this purple tulle and just kind of fold it in and make these kind of like pretty wings. Like it just adds that little bit of a feminine touch to this suit, which is so cool. And then the shoe sculpt is so cool because that scared the crap out of me in the movie the first time I saw it, by the way. I mean, it's the fact that they're not the same, but that they're two definite, like, callbacks to the movie. I mean, I just really, really, really think that she did an amazing job with interpreting Beetlejuice. I think that is so cool. Now, Lydia on her own, without Beetlejuice, would I know that this is Lydia? Yeah. You know why? Because the hair, the small stature, the way the makeup was done. I mean, that looks like Winona Ryder. Like little tiny Winona Ryder when she played Lydia. I mean, I don't know that I would necessarily get it from the dress, but I kind of am getting it from the dress. I really, really like this dress. The dress gathers funny when you put her on the stand. This dress is so pretty because it looks black from a distance, but it's just got so much fun in it. The way this material is, it's really, really cool. And so you get this whole kind of swirly effect. And I feel like swirls were kind of a big thing in the movie, in my recollection, just kind of a swirly vibe. And of course, we've got our handbook for the recently deceased, which was an absolute genius. That whole plot line of where like life after death was like going to the DMV was so sad and weird and funny, and that there was a handbook and like the whole thing, like it worked for me. It like tickled the right part of my sense of humor. Of course, the giant hat. Is the hat plastic? Yes, it's a big plastic hat. Do I care actually? Not really. Would I really want it to be a black straw hat? No, because ultimately it would look exactly the same. So why waste the money there? When we could have the handbook, when we could have this really cool dress, when we could have these really cool shoes, these really cool tights too. Loving the shoes. It's giving me like ever so slight Cupid vibes with the, I'm thinking of heart-shaped heels is what happened there in my head, but that's not really what it is, but. There you go. So they're snakes, but they're really cool. I just think that, you know, Beetlejuice is just a really cool story, and turning it into dolls was a really great idea. Again, is her hair like fabulous? No. But I can be okay with that. I can be okay with that because when I look at this, now I'm actually going to raise her up so that she's floating, like she's dancing, like at the end of the movie, because I think that scene is very, very sweet. It's like, what'd you get on your math test or whatever it is at the end of the movie? And it's like, okay, we'll make you dance. And I just think that's just really, really sweet how family gets redefined in the movie. And I think that in a lot of ways, Monster High, I'm trying to put the book back in her hand. Stay. I feel like Monster High became a family for so many people. And then I think that there's that element within the story of Beetlejuice about this family coming together in this really unique and different way. And somehow that just, it's all working for me, if you know what I mean. And so I was really excited that these dolls were made. When I first got them, I was like not as excited because I think, you know, the weight and all of that had like started to get to me. And sometimes like as collectors or members of a fandom, we can go into a place where we can become hypercritical of that which we love. And I actually, shameless plug for my new channel, I have 2 videos up there right now that are about fandoms. One is about the joy of fandoms, and then the other one is about how to handle it when fandoms become toxic, and kind of some of my experience with toxic fandom situations. But I just think that fandoms can be and are life affirming. If we just kind of create some boundaries and rules for ourselves, we can really, really enjoy them. And so I found myself sort of slipping into the reading a lot of the negative stuff about these dolls. And so when I got the dolls, I was like, oh, finally, I don't even care anymore. But then I kind of shook it off. I opened the box. I looked at the dolls. I got super excited again. And I remembered how excited I was that somebody made Monster High Beetlejuice dolls. Like, that's so freaking cool. And so, like, that's the thing. You got to come back around sometimes. You got to shake yourself out of it and remember why you loved something to begin with, and to forget all of everybody else's stuff and just focus on your stuff. So do I love these dolls? Yeah, I do. I really, really do. I think Rebecca did an amazing job. I think they're great. I think they're great. You know, would I like all kinds of extra amazing quality type stuff? Maybe. But I know it would be way more expensive, especially the way things are right now with just shipping prices and all that. I don't even want to think about it. And also we know that Mattel is kind of struggling in that area. But I love the design. And this is enough quality for me right here. For what I paid for them and what I have, I'm good with it. I'm happy with it. I love them. I love them very much out of the box because I can put them together around the house in different places. Like, they could be part of my Halloween display this year, you know? And that's really, really cool. And I'm really excited about that. So that's my way more than 2 cents on the Monster High Skullector Beetlejuice and Lydia 2-pack. Let me know what you guys think. I know there are a lot of thoughts, but were you able to come back around in your feelings to be at a place where you're like, you know what? I do love these dolls. I do. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. Links to my new channel, and if there is a link to where you can find these dolls that is still valid and not going to cost you $1 million, I will put one as well. I thank you guys so much, and I'll see you again real soon. Love you. Bye.